Noosa Coast Guard, Noosa Coast Guard, this is Danny Girl.
Vessel calling Coast Guard Noosa, please say again, over.
Danny Girl.
Alpha Delta Indigo, Coast Guard Noosa, go ahead.
Just heading over the bar, just making a bar crossing, and there's just one POB on board, and should be back around about 1500 hours.
Thank you, standing by for your crossing, give me a call when you're safely over. Coast Guard Noosa, standing by.
Thank you, Coast Guard Noosa. Hey guys, let's go now today. Doing a little bit of a back to basics video, just on my own today. Scotty's not here today. He's over in somewhere on the beach drinking bintangs. Poor bugger. I know where I'd rather be. It's absolutely perfect. Just crossing the bar. Just maybe have a look at the bar. The bars look pretty good. So guys, if you just take your time when you're going over these waves, it's the bar was pretty good today. It gets a lot more gnarlier than that, that's for sure. But yeah, just as you're going over the waves, just go nice and slow. If you hit them too hard, you can definitely do like a big coffin drop, where that means basically what happens is your engine will go straight underneath the water, and that'll be it. But it's not a bad bar today. It's, we had a low tide about 5:30 this morning. I should have been out early this morning, but I had a few things to do, and I better get in contact with Noosa Coast Guard now, so that's what you've got to do. Always wear a life jacket too, guys. Noosa Coast Guard, Noosa Coast Guard, this is Danny Girl.
Danny Girl, Coast Guard Noosa, go ahead.
Yep, safely across the bar, and we're just heading out to Chardon's today.
Chardon, excellent. You're on the log, and have a good trip. Coast Guard out.
What I'm going to be doing today is back to basics. Basically, we're going out offshore using a few different techniques, so hopefully catch some fish. All right, guys, I'll see you out there. I haven't even got to my spot yet, and we're on a decent fish of some description. I think it's a tuna. Turn that off in case he goes around my engine. Just give you a little bit of a tweak up, see if we can get him up off the bottom. What a day. Always hard when you're on your own. Yeah, getting a bit of colour now. I don't know what type of tuna it is. But he weren't even busting up. I just seen the tails come out. That'll give him a crack. He's coming up around this side now. He's gone under the boat. It's called the Dance of the Tuna. See him down there. I'll have to know what type of tuna he is if I can get a look at him. He didn't bust me off. Take my time with him. Not going too hard. I've only got 20 pound on there. He doesn't want to come up, that's for sure. Mac tuna, I'd say. Be good if it was a long tail. I don't know. It's a longie, I think. Beautiful. Sashimi. Oh, if I can get him in. There we go. Woo! Happy. Beautiful. Now they eat well, guys. They do eat well. It's a long-tail tuna. Okay, so he's been brain spiked, and I'm going to bleed him as well. And I've just got a bucket there to bleed him. Put him on this wet towel for now. I get blood all over the boat. Perfect eating size, that's for sure. Just wrap him up. So I'll just bleed the tuna now. Just put a knife in the side of his wing here, just in through here, which will bleed them. That way it'll eat really well, and we won't get a lot of blood through the meat. And then straight on to a ice slurry. So there we go, a nice long-tailed tuna, we call them up here, or it's a northern bluefin. Not to now sort of get confused with the southern bluefin tuna that grow really big. These guys get up to about 20 kilo, maybe even a bit bigger, but that's a nice tuna, perfect eating size. So I'll get some nice straps off this, do some sashimi tonight with that. Right guys, we're getting him on ice, we bled him, and I'll get to my spot. So the lure that I was using to get that long tail is this stick bait here. It's a sinking stick bait. Now what I'll do, I haven't got my glasses on at the moment, but what I'll do is I'll put it on the screen about now and tell you exactly the size of this this stick bait. They really work well, especially on the tuna. They work really well on, you can get them in blue as well. I've got one in blue, like a pilchard blue, and it's a sinking stick bait, so you let it drop down into it and then bring it back really quickly. Quite simple really. Chafe the leader up a little bit, so I'll get rid of that. So I've got a 20-pound leader, and I'll show you the rod. That was a good fight. Imagine getting a really big one on there. You can get some really big ones out here. Okay, so what I've got there is my Shimano. It's a Stratic 4000. That's all you need for that type of fishing. And then I've also got my T-curve here. Now I've had this T-curve. It's a what is it? It's 5 to 10 kilo, this T-curve. I've had it for 15 years. It's caught all sorts of fish. It's even caught massive GTs up on the reef. You wouldn't believe it. But a good mate of mine, unfortunately, he's passed away now, Robbie. Captain Robbie caught a GT 25 kilo on this. Took him ages, and everyone didn't think he'd get it through. But how good is that? And they are bulletproof. It's a saltwater spin. It's 5 to 10 kilo, and it's Ian Miller rod. All right, fantastic. Going to change the leader on that now, and hopefully head out to our spot. So at least now I've got a feed. So we got some sashimi, and the wife won't kick me out when I get home. Let's see if we can get some snapper or some reef fish, and hopefully there'll be a few more longies on the way. Okay, I'm on the mark now. So what gear I'm using here is a taipan, 6 to 10 kilo Shimano rod. This again, I've had this 15 years, TSS4 Speedmaster. They make a new version of this now, but it's probably the most bulletproof. You can see it's had some wear and tear. I've got to get some new stuff. A sinker on there now, and I'm not sure what the current's doing. It looks like there is a bit of current there, so probably need a decent sinker. We're in 53 meters of water, and then I'm just going to put a nice hook, probably octopus hook on there. Got some gear in here. Let's have a look what I've got. This is where I keep all my store everything ready to go. That's the sinkers. Let's have a look. Start off with a decent sized sinker, I think. Well, I'll try this one first up. Can't even remember how big these ones are. Size 8. These are a size 8, I believe. Don't hold me to that. So basically, just thread the loop through, and then just pull it like that, and that way we can swap the sinker. And the hooks that I'm using, put this back in there, get it out of the way. Hooks, where are my hooks? Okay, let's have a look what hooks we got. Now, I've got circle hooks here. I normally use them in the shallow water. Circle hooks, I don't normally use them on a paternoster rig. Now, I'll explain that. We might go and do a bit of shallow water snapper today, and I'll explain what I do with that. It might have to save it for another segment, depends on how many, if we catch any fish here. Okay, so this is the hook that I use. It's an octopus beak hook. Okay, it's a size 6, really sharp, super sharp. And snapper, I got fairly hard mouths, and that guy will penetrate straight away. And the bait I'm using, I'm not running two hook rig. We get some really big fish here, and last thing I want to do is be pulling 2 massive fish from the bottom. Call me a wuss, whatever you want to call me, but trust me, I always find that I end up losing both of them to sharks if I don't get them in quick enough. So I only use the one hook. I've got that attached to a swivel. You can, sometimes I'll do an FG knot there, but I like a swivel on it if I'm fish bottom bouncing. Okay, we've got some pillies for bait. We'll try the pillies first, and then I've also got some mac tuna there as well that I salted down. We'll try the pillies first. If we find that they're getting that off and there's a few pickers down there, we'll throw the mac tuna on. Just cutting the pilly in half. Hit the hook. Now I like to come under the backbone and then just over the top of the backbone. That way your pilly will hang on a lot longer. Alright, so that's it really, pretty easy. Simple stuff, but just remember that, under the backbone, over the backbone. I'm going to drop this down. It looks like we're not getting too much of a current down there, so we're straight down the bottom. So that's good. Dolphins, have a look at these guys. Just out here, heaps of dolphins. I think he's chasing a tuna, or is that a baby dolphin? We'll see him come up in a sec. Oh, everything's happening out here today. There he is. He's looking for a feed just like me. Oh, a long way down. 50 meters, wow. A long way down. There's a dolphin that visits me out here. It's called, I call him White Tip. I think he's got another name, but that's my name for him. Yeah, I like to use braid when I'm using paternoster, just feel the bites. There he is, he's a classic. They're the fish, mate. Just love them, don't you? Like on the sounder. Now at the moment on the sounder I'm not seeing a lot of bait. I'm seeing bugger all bait, and that's what I want to look for. I mean, I've got the pilly over there now and I'm not getting any bites, so I'm going to have a little bit of a sound around and we'll see if we can find any bait, and I'll show you on the sounder once we find it. See, there's a lot of small pickers down there, so I might have to move. You can see the end of the rod there. Just let's see what this is. Oh, it's not that heavy. You know, if it's a good fish, you'll be pulling string. We'll have a look what it is. Might be a small snapper, but it's fighting. Not very heavy. What I love about this TSS Speedmaster reel is it's so fast at getting the line up from 50 meters. That's what I like about it. Getting a bit of colour now, but it's not a big fish. Whatever this is, it's only small. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a little, what is it? A Jewy. Small Jew. What a classic. That's what I was getting in the little Jewy. Oh, that's what I was getting in the river the other day on lures. A little bit bigger than this guy. Oh well, we have these small ones, there could be big ones. Here's the other method that I was talking about. Okay, just let me get this half hitch out and I'll show you what I was doing. This really seems to work really well on the snapper, I find anyway. I get more snapper this way than a lot of other ways. We're in pretty deep water. I wouldn't normally do this method in such deep water, but because there's hardly any current, a little bit of run, not much, you can do it. So we're in 50 odd meters of water, whereas if I was in 25 meters, this is a perfect method for it. Okay, so just use your circle hook, go through the tail, just underneath the bone. I like to almost sew the line into the pilchard. Now, yes, if a mackerel or something or a big toothy critter comes up and hits it, you can lose your whole pilly and your little rig. But snapper don't tend to bite you off. I find very rarely have I been bitten off at all. They'll swallow it, basically whole. They'll run with it, and a half hitch over the top just to finish it off, so it sinks well. And then we've got the circle hook right there. So what I'm going to do now is literally just drop it over. I've dropped a few little pillies and little scraps off the bait board. Keep it away from over here where I'm fishing with my plastics. Let that just go out. And all I do now is just leave that in the rod holder. All right, let it go down. On its own, naturally, you can see that going down there. And just let it go out. Now once that reel starts, or you see the line spinning like mad, coming out a lot quicker than it is at the moment, you'll see it. It's quite obvious. It comes flying off the reel because the fish has picked it up. And I just give it a few little bit of that to get it going, and then just let it go. Okay, the tide's just changed now, so I'm hoping the fish come on the feed a little bit more. Now once it starts spinning, what we do then is flick the bail arm over. Don't touch the rod. The fish will load up on its own, especially if your drag's just a little, you know, not too tight but tight enough, and it'll load up on its own. If you go to you know, sort of jig at the rod, you'll never hook it on a circle hook. Okay, it's pretty simple fishing, very successful, and if you want to release a few fish, it's a great way, because very rarely do they swallow the hook. The actual hook will spin round and hit them in the jaw. Now what I'm going to do is just clip it over, let it hook up itself, and wind into it. There we go, got him. Probably a snapper, I'm hoping. Don't want to lose him. Hopefully he'll be in the should be hooked in the mouth, we hope. Now I've got a circle hook on here, that's why I never struck, and I've got a very slow burley going out the back. Snapper, he's okay, he's legal, not as big as I wanted, but he'll do. Yeah, he's touching 40, so he's a keeper. Okay, now I've just been completely busted off by something down there that was quite big, so now I'm going to upgrade what I'm doing. The whole rig got smashed, I didn't bother filming it, so what we're going to do now is what a lot of the boys up here use, is a rather large ball sinker straight to gang hooks. A very simple rig. I've got an FG knot at the top, so it's like a wind-on leader. So I've had to re-rig, and I'm going to put a big bait on there and see what it was. Could be anything down there. So you just never know what it is. But I'll find out with this rig, hopefully. Probably should have started with this rig. Yeah. A better knife here, one of my old knives. I want a strip bait that's probably about as long as this tuna here. Sorry, as long as the gang hooks here. Okay, so we're talking like quite a big bait. Could do with some of my chef's knives on me. And hopefully we'll hook something big. I haven't come all the way out here to mess about with small fish. So let's just see where they're going to land. Hold them up like so. Okay, so I want it around about there. Can you see that? So first hook will go in here. That skin's really tough, which is good. That's through salting it. And what I've done is I shaved off a lot of the meat before I salted it. Okay, now to stop this sinker running up the line, I'm going to do a half hitch over the top of that. Hopefully, just hopefully, now that's going to be a big bait for a big fish. Okay, I got something different on here. I don't know what this is. It's like some sort of a, I don't know what this is. Tuna or something? Oh, it's a little bonnie. Bonito. Oh, they're good bait. I think it's a bonnie, yeah. I've never caught one of them here. Out of it. Get in. I gotta get my cloth before I lose it. Yeah, carnage for sashimi. They're an absolutely beautiful sashimi. Cut up fresh. Oh, they're a really good bait too. I'm gonna keep that guy. Probably 49 metres of water. Just had whales right at the side of me. Must admit, I did shit myself when they came up close to me. They were just, you know, everything's so quiet out here. I'm on my own, and all of a sudden, right next to the boat. Unfortunately, I didn't get it on video. I was too busy changing my underpants just quietly. Well, we're on. Get back here. Bloody rod out of the way. That's the problem when you're solo. I'm gonna get tangled up. Oh, I'm on again. 2 rods are on. I've got 2 rods on here, plastics. I don't know which one to grab. I've got this one on over here, guys. I don't know if you can see it. He's gone now. Oh no, he's still there. Oh, this is insane. He's still on that other rod. Gotta be snapper. Has to be snapper. Oh, that rod's bent, doubled right over. Oh my God. Oh yeah, good snapper. Good snapper. Oh yes. What a snapper. Oh no, I think I've lost that one. Okay, down, Paul. All right, as we were talking then about the whales, this guy came up and absolutely smashed the lure. And the other rod did too, but the drag was on a little bit tight. And I couldn't get to that one before this one, and that one's busted off, so. Okay, I got another one on here, guys. It's winding it in. I don't think this is a snapper. He's a big fish, whatever he is. Oh my God. I don't know what this is, but he's big. Whatever he is, he took that on the way up. I don't think it's a snapper. I'm really not sure whether it's a snapper. If it's a snapper, it's a bloody good one. What, they give a good account for themselves. They want to come in. Oh, there's a mac tuna. Mac tuna, that's why. Beautiful. I love a mac tuna. They're so good. Nice, nice, nice. Mac tuna, you! Great. Over the moon with that. That's good because that's my bait for the next session. Then we go out. Beautiful mac tuna. How cool's that? They are such a speedster in the water. That's the one that Danielle got on the other week, and it took her a while to get it off the bottom. A bit bigger than this one though, so he's coming out. Oh, geez, he's been eating a fair bit of stuff down there. This is the best way to hold them on the tail so they don't go everywhere, bouncing everywhere, going crazy. Just keep them on the tail like that. And he took that plastic. Let's get another rod back in the water and see how we go. On again, guys. Here, guys. Pants are falling down. Solo off. Oh, wow. This is really testing the Shimano gear, this. Right to the limit. Snapper on soft plastics. Wow, how good's this? Oh, he felt like he pulled then a little bit. I don't want to go too hard on them. I want to really light gear. I've already busted one off. This is what it's all about. These are what I dream days like this. I really do. I really love these sort of days, guys. Had some big runs, this guy. Powerful fish. Oh. Sorry, Dave. I've got us another snapper on. Getting colour now. Getting colour. Is it a snapper? I think it is. Yeah, good snapper too. Another good snapper. Look at that, guys. That's what you want to see. Straight in the net. Holy moly. Holy moly. Ho-ho! Whoa! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Dreams are made of that. That's what dreams are made of. Right there. That fish. Oh yeah. Thank you very much. Now I've got a Nasky 4000 reel. Again, that's spilled up with I think that's 20 pound braid, and again 60 pound leader. Okay guys, just a matter of just casting them out, leaving them in the rod holder, and letting the boat do the work. Well guys, not a bad fish to end the show on. That's 81 centimeter snapper. I don't know how much it'd weigh, but it's a big fish. Well guys, hope to see you on the water soon. There's a back to basics. Hopefully I'll get a good video out of this for you and you enjoy it. Don't forget guys, anyone who's not in Australia, to comment, because we are getting a lot of people following us in America, in the States, Canada and the UK, and anywhere else guys. Just say hello and I'll definitely get back to you. Cheers guys.